Can we be real for a moment? Can I say something to you? They didn't forget you. They just didn't feel it. They didn't feel your absence. They didn't recognize your loyalty until you were gone. See, some people don't miss you when you leave. They miss you when life is no longer distracting them. What do I mean by that? All the fancy, all the pretty things they saw out there that was distracting them from the relationship that they had with you, from the loyalty that you had for them. When the noise suddenly dies down, the noise of all the beautiful trinkets and all the beautiful bodies and all the handsome bodies out there, when all of that noise starts dying down, when the comfort for them is gone. See, you were a comfortable place. You were a comfortable season. You were comfort to them. That is gone now. And so when the new people that were in their lives don't hit the same as they did then, that's when they start to realize, oh, wait. That's when they start to recognize, oh, wait. This person ain't in my life no more. I ain't heard from them. Where are they? They didn't forget you. They're finally facing what they lost in you. And now you're on their mind. Not because they suddenly became emotional, but because finally reality caught up to them. The reality of their loyalty piece is gone. The reality of their pocketbook or their bank account of the mind that used to fix and solve problems for them is gone. But now you got to ask yourself, why now? Why now do you now realize what you had in me is no longer there for you? Why now? See, when you were there, you made life a whole lot easier for them. You made it warmer. You made it safer. You made it softer, so to speak. You took a lot of blows with them and sometimes for them. But familiarity makes people lazy. Think about that. It makes them lazy. They get used to your presence, forget your value, your worth, the things that you brought to the table. Because you know that's the cliche. What do you bring to the table? They assume you would always be there. They think love, your love, was automatic. It's not. You have to work at having somebody's love. And no, they're not necessarily working for your love, but they're working for the relationship. So they didn't appreciate you in real time because you were too available to them. But now is when they recognize what they had in you. Now they got to sit with what they lost. Now they got to feel what they didn't protect. Now they got to remember how you showed up when they didn't deserve it. How you were everything to them when they didn't deserve it. How you gave 110% of yourself when they didn't deserve it, because they were distracted by the pretty things, the beautiful things, the trinket, the friends. They had to go hang out with their friends. They had to do all these other things while you sat being loyal. It's not that you became important all of a sudden to them now. It's that your absence made an impact, a loud impact. And here's the real truth. Most people don't realize what they had until something better doesn't replace it. Again, I'm going to say that again for you so it sinks in, so it settles into your spirit. Most people don't realize what they had until something better doesn't replace it. See, they thought those other things would replace the you, the loyal you, the committed you. It doesn't. Again, I always say, you don't miss your water till your well runs dry. You don't miss what you had until you can't find that loyalty in someone else. Those friends who they thought were more important because they thought you would always be there, those friends aren't loyal. I think it's Chris Brown says that so-and-so ain't loyal. Those friends ain't loyal. They weren't. That new relationship that distracted them from building a relationship with you, they realized ain't loyal. They thought, I'll find another one just like them. I'll upgrade. What Beyonce say, baby, let me upgrade you. See, they thought that other thing was an upgrade. I'll do better. But peace doesn't replace easy. Loyalty don't replace attention. Character doesn't replace excitement. So now they're thinking about you like, dang, they really loved me. Dang, they really held me down. Dang, they really cared about me. Man, they did A, B, C, D, E, F, G for me. This other distraction ain't doing nearly as much. See, loss is different when the room gets quiet. But let me say this to you, and I want you to hear me and hear me well. This part might mess you up just a little bit. They are not thinking about you because they want you back. They're thinking about you because they finally see how you handle things for them. They are finally seeing who you were to them after they lost the benefits of you. And let me say that again. And I want you to, again, to hear this, not just with your ears, hear this with your soul. They don't miss you. They miss how they felt or how life felt when they had you, when you were there. That's why God had to remove you. Because if you stayed in that toxicity, they would have never learned to appreciate who you were, the value you carried, the loyalty you had. They would have kept receiving without reciprocating. They would have kept receiving without respecting you. Sometimes the separation is only a teacher. People actually listen to when they are separated from you. And what this means for you, if they're thinking about you now, that means you were solid. You were consistent. You were real. You were loyal. You were safe. You were safety for them. You were genuine. You weren't loud. You were stable. And stability is invisible until it's missing. Now that your stability is gone because you've moved on, you're walking into something better, they realize and they recognize that. You weren't dramatic. You were dependable. And everybody wants somebody dependable. If we're honest, we all want somebody we can depend on when life gets hard, when decisions need to be made, when the uncertainty of life and the world is fleeting. We want somebody that's walking hand in hand with us that's dependable. And in the moment, dependability feels boring to people who don't know how to value it. So now they're thinking like, nobody listens like them. Nobody supports like they did. Nobody understands me like they did. Not because you were perfect, but because you were present. You were available. And presence in most relationships is rare. It's rare. God will let people lose you so they can finally see you. Not to punish them, but to mature them. Not to mature you, but to mature them. Some lessons can't be taught while you're still providing comfort for them. God will move you out of the way so truth can stand alone in their lives. So don't get excited. Don't get it twisted. When you hear they've been asking about you, when you start seeing the text messages or the call come through, don't romanticize that. Don't romanticize regret. Because thinking about you doesn't mean they've changed. It only means they woke up. And waking up hurts for a lot of people. So if this hits you, I want you to understand something. You weren't forgotten. You weren't replaced. You weren't overlooked. You were felt. Kind of late in the game. It's too late now. Don't go back to that. Don't entertain that. And it's not your fault. You were the lesson that they needed. You were the lesson that they didn't learn until you left, until you walked away, until now you are doing so much better for yourself. And sometimes that is the only way people ever understand what they had. So I say to you, they didn't forget you. They're finally facing what they lost. Don't be manipulated by the phone call. Don't be manipulated by the text. Don't be manipulated by, I'm sorry. I recognize it now. I realize it now. You keep it pushing because there's something so much better that God has for you. Don't be manipulated by the I'm sorry. You got to realize your value and your worth. Now they're learning. And this is the only way they can learn their lesson. So again, you were the lesson they didn't learn until you left. You all be blessed. Shalom.